And I wanted to ask you, what was your experience like, and what would you recommend for young people who want to do what you do, who want to come to LA and work in big movies like Avatar?
Really love what you do. You have to love what you do. And then put in 10 years of work. It's just like, you know, the best of both worlds. Put in the work, but make sure you love what you do and it feeds you. And you would want to do it day in, day out. And not even trying, because that was what parkour was for me. I just, in the morning, people were going to work and going to school. I was doing parkour. 8-hour days. That's my day, you know. So love it, and then, you know, find communities that support that. Right? It's not community. When we're in community, we're in the vibe, and everybody believes that that's what's going to happen. So that's just what's going to happen, and then they will support you, and then trust. You see, that's important too. Then trust. You do your work. You prepare, you do your work, and then you trust. I'm not saying you don't do the work, you know. I'm writing a book. I have never written a book in my life. It's a tough task. There's some inspiration come to have something to say, then I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to do what I need to do, and then I'm going to trust that it's going to work out. Or even if it doesn't work out, it's okay. I try. I trust. And then keep trusting. And that's it.
Do you think people have to be here in the city to succeed?
It helps. It helps. You know, different vibes give you different. LA is creative, like you said. LA is really beautiful place for meeting people like this. And just suddenly, I didn't expect it to happen. And here I am with you doing something cool and making new friends. And I know that we're going to be good friends because I hope we can continue to be in touch and share our work and support each other. You know, because now that being here, I'd honor your work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, it helps. Come to LA if you're doing films and find a group of people. You know, there's different vibe for different things. You know, but LA definitely creative, things like that. Meet people from all kind of worlds and really beautiful weather, of course. Yeah.
Do you want to check? I think you got a message. I want to make sure that if your wife is trying
Probably,
to
that's her.
get here.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
You're
Which
welcome.
floor? Oh, it takes you.
1507.
1507 is 15th floor?
15th floor, yeah.
15 floors.
Yeah. And I still want to keep the conversation if you have time, but I wanted to make sure
I just text her that door is open on 15th floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you told her 1507? So
1507,
she knows to come over here.
So yeah, she didn't make that to put that together.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I want to do a little bit of story time and get into like the specifics. So you said trust, love what you do, put in the work.
Yeah.
But let's say now the person is here in LA and they're trying to break into the film industry, work in movies, work in TV shows as a stunt performer.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit of the mechanics of how do you get, because I know there are unions and then you need to find your first gig, you need to get trained, you need to know the right people. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, from my experience, I don't know if it changed or not. I'm SAG-AFTRA, you know, I'm in the unions. Unions, if you want to make good money, if you go in unions, all the big jobs are in unions, so that's a must. So how did you join SAG? I joined SAG-AFTRA by trusting. I didn't know that I'm going to be in SAG-AFTRA, but I knew that that's what I needed it. So that was my goal. Now, how it happened is magic. Okay? So, you know, just saying yes to all the jobs that come my way. Saying yes to projects that need my gift. You got to give your gift. Whatever it is that you do, you got to give it. And the more we give it, the more it comes back. So I keep giving it to whoever asks me, wherever I'm needed, wherever I'm in a service with my talent, I will serve. I will be there. And I will keep doing it. And obviously, the more you do it, the more reputation you gain. I got with stunt people, friends who do stunt. Make friends with stunt people, of course. You know, that's another part. Make friends with stunt people. text me, you know, we learn, be the best at what you do and learn and text me and go to gyms. And so I becomes SAG-AFTRA by finally. Okay, this is an embarrassing story in some way, but I know you're gonna like this. So, hi honey. So a friend of mine who I help early, right, come back to giving, asked me to do a free project. I go on to indie films, you know, indie projects, and supported that project by being a stunt coordinator or was supporting a group of friends. They were doing indie, you know, it's like low budget film. Yeah. It's called Boone the Bounty Hunter. He's a WWE professional athlete.
Okay.
He's on there, and he wanted to act and be involved, you know. And so we all got together, make a movie. I was helping for free because I loved it. I loved the vibe of the movie. I feel fulfilled and purposeful and excited. When I'm in that environment, everybody is so kind and we're all purposefully working together to accomplish something. And it's a well-oiled working environment, yeah. And I get fed from that. And so I just work for free, and then suddenly one day he asked me, hey, there's this role on Children's Hospital that they need a last-minute person, and the actor who they cast for it didn't want to do it because it was quote-unquote embarrassing for the character, because the character it was an episode where one of the main actress trying to get pregnant or something, stealing all the best sperms in the bank. It was a funny comedy. Yeah, it's stupid. But then the role was like, this guy is a contortionist. He's also a parkour artist, and then he can move like nobody can, and he's Chinese. And I fit all the descriptions, except he needs to suck his own dick.
Wait, what? Okay.
He was able to. So it was implied in the the episode. Imply, you know.
Yeah.
And so, but it's bad for his image. Okay, I know you're gonna laugh for years to come. But that's how I get my SAG-AFTRA. They're like, we need to talent. I need to come in. So I was like, yes. And yes. They tap hardly me, and I'm in SAG, just like that. And so
the key to enter SAG is to...
No, you do not need to know the SAG drone. Just say yes to opportunities and support people, yes. And things will happen.
I love that. That's the best story ever. That's hilarious. And it's amazing because people are not willing to like
do the work.
And you didn't really have to do anything.
No, it was just implied. It was like the image.
Made up. You know? It's made up. It's movie make believe.
Yeah.
But I love that. And do you think that's because of like your background coming from another country?
Yeah, work
and
ethic.
Like, you're like, I'll do whatever it takes. And
I love it because I love it. That's why you have to love it. You have to love it to say yes to some stupid image things like that. But you have no ego. When you love something, there's no ego involved. And the ego won't tell you to make the decisions like, yeah, that's ugly. That's bad for my image. How is these people gonna look at me and whatnot? I'm just like, okay, I'll do it. That sounds great because I get to do what I love.
That's awesome.